today I'm doing a video that I have been wanting to do for a while, ever since I saw Jenny Mustard make a video about this. I saw it pop up, I don't know, maybe last year I watched it, and it was a video talking about reasons why she wasn't a minimalist, and I just thought this was such a good idea, and I thought as soon as I watched it, I was like, I've got to make this video. Because within minimalism, there is a lot of pressure to fit and to conform into a certain stereotype about, I don't know, what a minimalist should be. The fact that you should own nothing and that you should only have white things in your home and that you should be living as a digital nomad traveling the world, and minimalism should be available to anyone who wants to use it as a tool to enrich and help them in their life. It should be more inclusive, and that's why I wanted to talk about the things and the reasons why I'm not a minimalist. I made a video recently about 50 things to get rid of in 2018, and I got a lot of comments from people saying like, oh, I'm never gonna get rid of my cuddly toys, I'm never gonna get rid of my books, I'm never gonna get rid of this. I should have done a disclaimer in that video, like it was just to advise ideas on things you could get rid of and ways to reduce, but obviously everyone's totally different and everybody uses certain things to enrich their life in different ways. You know, if you love reading, if you're a writer, you might have loads and loads of books, you might have an entire library of books, and that serves you in your life. You might be a makeup artist and you have an entire kit of makeup. Whatever, like everyone is different, and I do get these comments sometimes saying, I want to be a minimalist, but I can't get rid of these things, and you know, I don't feel like I can declutter them, and that is totally okay. Minimalism isn't about owning the least amount of stuff. It is about simplifying your life and enriching your life with things that make you feel happy, rather than having loads of stuff that doesn't serve you. So that's why I want to talk about the things and the ways in which I'm not a minimalist. So let's get into it. The first way I'm not a minimalist is with all of my electronics and gadgets. My job is online, I'm a YouTuber, and I therefore have lots of wires, I have lots of headphones, gadgets, cameras, just it's everywhere. It does drive me a little bit nuts because I work from home with my boyfriend and we have, you know, an office slash living area slash dining room, so it can get a little out of control. And I'm definitely not a minimalist when it comes to that. I have an entire wardrobe, entire drawer set full of gadgets and wires and just things really, and I can't get rid of those things because I need those things for my job. So definitely not a minimalist when it comes to electronics. The second way in which I'm not a minimalist is with my food. Again, this is related to my job as someone who creates food videos on YouTube and creates recipes all the time. I need to have lots of different foods in my cupboard so I can create those recipes, and food and cooking brings me a lot of joy. It makes me really happy creating recipes, and I feel very inspired and creative doing it, and I absolutely love having a stocked pantry full of loads of different things that I can create recipes with for you and just for myself. When it comes to food, I love eating a variety of food. I'm not somebody who has a strict diet and only eats certain items. I love eating a huge variety of foods. I'm always changing up the things that I'm eating, and that brings me a lot of joy. Another way is the amount of media I consume. I do hear a lot of minimalists talking about not watching the television or not consuming as much media, and I totally don't watch a lot of TV, but I do watch a lot of Netflix, I watch a lot of YouTube, I listen to music every day, all day, I listen to lots of podcasts, I read a lot, I read lots of articles online. I am somebody who absorbs so much media, even just being on social media every single day as my job. That is something I'm definitely not a minimalist when it comes to it, and it does bring me a lot of joy. It makes me very happy. I use it as a place that I can learn and educate myself, and it's a resource that I can understand other people's lives and learn from their experiences, or even on just a fun level. I love going to the cinema and watching new movies, and I love finding new artists to listen to and dance around and sing along to in the kitchen. Another way is when it comes to fashion and makeup. I'm definitely not someone who's devoid of interest in that. I'm very arty and creative, and I really actually get a lot of enjoyment from putting makeup on and dressing up. I've definitely, obviously, if you've watched any of my minimalism videos, I've downsized hugely and I've really curbed my shopaholic tendencies, but that doesn't mean that I don't get enjoyment from fashion and I don't like the clothes that I wear, and I feel like it expresses my personality, and I think I'll always be that way. I do get enjoyment from fashion and makeup, and it makes me feel good. another way is that I have done the backpack lifestyle. I've done the digital nomad thing where I've traveled around in a backpack, and it was great. It was a learning experience, but it's definitely not for me. I absolutely love having my own home, my own space, my own things, and having that security really brings me a lot of happiness. I know that in the future I will travel, but I love to come back to my own home. For me, I don't know, I'm a homebody. I get comfort from the routine of living somewhere and staying somewhere, and that is maybe a way that I'm not very much of a minimalist. So I really hope that that helped you feel more included when it comes to minimalism, and understand that minimalism is not a one size fits all. It is something that is personal to each of us, and the only way of minimalism that matters is your way. How you use it to improve your life, how you use it to declutter the things that don't matter to you, and to include the things that do, and focus on the things that do more and more, and to get away from things and addictions that maybe weren't serving you, and focus on your dreams and your passions. That is what minimalism should be about, and it's what it is for me. It has helped me greatly. I have a video that I did recently all about how much it's helped me and the way it's changed my life, so check that out if you want. And yeah, don't feel under pressure to fit a certain way or fit a certain style of minimalism, because if you like coloured walls and if you like coloured clothing, that doesn't matter. It really has nothing to do with minimalism. Let me know in the comments down below why you aren't a minimalist, and I'll see you in my next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye! What are your tips about not going stir crazy when working from home? I find it challenging and lonely sometimes, and it would be great to hear your thoughts. This is a really good question.